Don't you love a great story? I mean, think about it. When is the last time you were in a room and you heard a really great story and it was just like, oh, I love that. Well, think about it. That same experience can be done in business. And yet, for some reason, we think we have to be so informational and 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. Except there are great stories to tell and do business. Now, why is that so important? What is the power of storytelling? Well, one, I think that people remember the way that you made them feel, not just the words that you actually said. So when you tell a great story, people loved and it has an impact on them, then they go and they tell somebody else, and they tell somebody else, and they tell somebody else, and they remember, so that when they see you at a networking event 6 months from now, they're gonna be like, oh my goodness, that story that you told me when your company almost ran out of cash and then you had this loan and then boom, and now you're huge. I love that story. It's amazing. Now, the second thing is when you tell a great story, you're actually sharing a bit of you. It's not just about the business, which is this thing outside of you. It's you. It's something that happened to you. And we love a connection with a person, not just with a brand, not just with a logo, not just with a product. We want to see the person behind the business, behind the product. That's who we become loyal to. We love that person. I mean, I even think people who admire Virgin, they know Richard Branson, man. They're excited about him, so they're loyal to his brands. Steve Jobs is another great example. So don't be afraid to insert yourself and your great stories into your business communication, because that's who people are truly loyal to. And the third point is that if you've got a great story, begin with your story, and then from the story, weave in those information points that you really want to convey. And you can also reiterate them after the story is over. But when you think about those great business stories or personal stories that you can use in business, all of your information points are already inside, but you have to mine for them to let it reinforce maybe what you learned, what you experienced, how that influences your business or is a metaphor for your business. Because let's face it, stories are awesome. Information, the kind of interest level is here, but stories give you the opportunity to be inspirational. So when you have a choice to give information or to inspire your audience, always inspire your audience with a fabulous story. Believe me, they'll thank you for it.